What you'll get when you click on the Academics tab is an overview, how your child is doing at that moment in time for that quarter. So in this case, we have 3 of the teachers have grades inputted and 2 are still waiting. I can also drill down a little bit deeper. If I click on, for instance, Spanish, I'm left with the grade by category. But again, this is not going to be necessarily the best way to drill down. If you click on the Assignments tab, you'll see every assignment and its category, along with the due dates and the dates they were assigned. Scores, anything missing, you'll know maybe I want to ask my child about that. I could go back to classes and pick other classes to drill through. Again, it's an overview by category. Do not necessarily stop here. I suggest you go to the Assignments tab and get a more detailed view of what's going on. You'll also occasionally, this is completely optional on the teacher's part, but there might be feedback given. For instance, for this assignment, it's missing. I can see it's overdue. I click on this note. It tells me she was absent on the day it was due, but needs to get this in by Wednesday for full credit. And I can scroll through and look for that. For instance, on the 23rd, under participation, the teacher writes, "Your daughter told me the Mets would lose the World Series. Please sit down and have a talk with her before she becomes a Yankee fan." So I appreciate the teacher reaching out and helping my family like that. That's a good warning to have. The web is a little wonky right now, but this is how you get the overview for your grades. If you have more than one student, again, you'll want to go back and let's go back to the home page. Start over. If I go back to the academics, go to details. Again, you can use these options up here to go back and forth. And then once I get back to my main classes page on academics, I can change the student and maybe check up on my high schooler and see how my high schooler is doing. Well, here we go. My high schooler only has 2 classes. Very, very lucky. And so on. Let's see here. You might want to know how to set some grade alerts. So let's check that out. On the Family tab, you have several options. Here are my 2 students, one in middle school, one in high school. I can look at the details. I can pick one student, for instance, and look at the details. If I've forgotten her address or what she looks like, I can look here. Double check on the contacts, make sure I have everything in there that I wanted. The daily attendance, this is the better place to look to see for any absences or tardies or early dismissals. Transcript. So if I want to know my child's schedule, then I can look through quickly and view his or her schedule at a glance. Here's the one a lot of people get excited about, which is notifications. If I want to be notified anytime my child is out or leaving early, I can select that. In addition, I can select a grade notification so that every time, for instance, if I put in 75, every time my child gets a grade below 75, I will get an email if I check my email address up here. It will list all available addresses for that child. So pick your threshold wisely, and you will see your mailbox grow quickly. If you're putting in things like 98 or 99, the sound of the helicopter rotors might be drowning out my voice, in which case this is useless. But I would suggest a reasonable number, and certainly 75 is reasonable, something to be concerned about, or even 70. And that way I'm not being inundated with emails as I go through. So that is the Family tab. And this is, in short, how to check on your child's progress using Aspen. And I hope it was useful. And we will see you come open house. Have a good one.